Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Carolina Panthers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set. Magnus.
It's Young off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A second down throw for Young. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they get him down, but now the Ford takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
That throw by Young incomplete. The Panthers had 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for the Panther first down. His reputation as a speedy runner precedes him. It's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll try to throw now. Young. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Young. Gets it out wide to Davis-Price. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
A 52-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Panthers still claim to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Young will set to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 on the first down. Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Herbert throwing again. This is taken in by McBride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Finley, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we can...
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Panthers 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Davis Price. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14. Also going for the first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Young to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there, 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. This will be caught once again by Brown. It's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the end. First down now with that clock rolling.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Drill, 52. 6. Red, yellow. I need the end zone or I'm going home.
Now here's Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
My God, I can't believe what I watched.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll toss it right side to Davis Price. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense, because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The final shot before break. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 28 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Davis Price once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 38.
They'll give this to Davis Price running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This a 2nd and 8.
Exploit them here on this drive.
Young working out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a toss to Davis Price running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Me and the homies can trade your outfits.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, Young. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. Touchdown, Panthers. Ty Davis Price, 37 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Price and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. The Young's going to throw for this. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert on first down now. Short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Quick throw here to Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch, and it's a first down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pick up on that throw.
This is
and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Looking to throw, Young. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Quick slant to Brown. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K'Lavon Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked out his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Young now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst, 61 yards.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
10 cycles. Young to throw.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because, you know, they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Chargers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.